What up, fam? It's CIB and I am back with a long overdue video. I could not find the piece to my tripod, so I was not filming anything, but I finally found it. Yes, God. So I just want to wish everyone a very happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, many, many more to come. But today I'm going to be doing a video on how to repair your lace wigs. This will also work with your lace closures. I'm going to be repairing a wig of my sister's, and it has a very large tear in it. She had a major malfunction, so I'm going to be repairing this wig for her so that she can continue to wear it without having to purchase a new wig. The first thing you're going to need, this will also work, with your lace closures. If you have had an incident with your lace closures, you can repair them as well the same way. Another way is to always keep the lace that you cut off of your lace closures as well as your lace wigs and save them, put them in your sewing kit for repairs. Unfortunately, I did not know that many years ago when I started wearing lace wigs and lace closures. So yeah, let's get right into it. The first thing you're going to need is Fray Check. Let me just, I don't know, take the shade off this lamp. It may be a little bright. First thing you're going to need is Fray Check. It looks like this. And I got this from the fabric store. It's by Dritz, so it's Dritz Fray Check. This is what you would use to seal your wefts as well. So you can buy it from any fabric store. Comes in a single pack. The double pack is probably about $1 more, so it's just worth it to buy the double pack. So I'll be using Dritz Fray Check. Be the first thing I'll be using. This light is killing me. The second thing you're going to need, and I purchased this from the fabric store as well, is some translucent thread. And it looks just like this. It looks almost plastic, kind of clear, and I'm holding it up and you see how you cannot even see it as I'm rolling it out. So you'll need translucent thread because you don't want a black or a brown thread to show when you part your wig. You can still part it. Going to need a brush of your choice. I'll be using this little brush that came in an Urban Decay palette that I don't use. I'm going to be using a curved needle, and you're just going to need some clips to hold it out of the way. Lastly, you'll be needing some wig pins or some type of straight pin to hold your wig down to the, let's see if that works a little bit, to hold your wig down to the mannequin head. So let's start by flipping her inside out. And this, first of all, you're going to separate the hair, bring the front to the front, back to the back, which is I've already done. Okay, so I'm going to start by taking my wig pin, and I just put one right here. So you can see this. Let me try and get in a little closer. Right up on there, sorry. Okay. And what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to make sure that your lace is extremely flat. Nothing is curled underneath like lace tends to curl up. So right now I'm just straightening out the lace, making sure it's flat. Be sure to tuck any hairs underneath because you don't want to get the fray check on the hair. And I'm just going to hold it taut. But don't be too rough because it's already ripped and you don't want to further damage the wig. So I'm just going to hold that side down. I'm going to repeat the step on the opposite side. I'm just going to pull it out a little bit. Put a wig pin here. And if I can find another one, I'm just going to use this needle. And I'm going to hold that taut like so. Okay, now that you have that flat down, it's fairly taut. You're going to go in with your fray check. and your brush. Now you're going to go very lightly. I'm not going to put it directly on the lace simply because I don't want it to leak through. So I just put very little, and I'm just going to go around the lace like so. Right at the edge, you're just going to lightly, be very light because you don't want it to go all the way through to the hair. And I'm just painting it on. And I'm painting it, I'm not pressing it down into the lace. I'm just going to repeat the process on the opposite side. And what this will do is it helps the lace from further unraveling. So there won't be any tears, kind of like pantyhose. When it rips, it just starts to run on down. So doing this will prevent it from unraveling any further. Alright, just be sure to get all around. Now, if you have another brand of sealant, it's absolutely fine. Doesn't have to be Dritz. Okay, now you're just going to follow the directions on the package. It says, place a piece of cardboard between area, blah, 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 for fabric. It says, gently squeeze bottle in a very small amount of spray check. Allowed to dry for 15 to 30 minutes. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let the glue or the sealant dry for 15. More than likely, I'm going to let it dry for 30 minutes. Let's just ensure it's fully dry. And then I'm going to come back. Okay, I'm back. It's been a little over 30 minutes. I got preoccupied. And just in feeling this, it's a little hard, which is exactly what you want. So when you sew, you don't rip the thread. So what I'm going to do now is rip the lace, sorry. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull this together a little bit. It may stick to the mannequin head, which is fine. Now we're just going to pull it together and put your pins down for now. Like I said, push any hairs that may be in the way under. And I have my needle threaded with the translucent thread that you can see a little bit. It's translucent, so that's a plus. And I'm just going to start sewing. I'm going to pull this together. Try and make sure my hands aren't in the way. You can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to start at the very top point, a little bit in. And I'm putting it in between the thread, the translucent thread, and pulling it through. I'm going to keep going through any parts that are hard. Sorry, I just want to get a little closer. And you can see all the parts that the glue is on. And I'm just going to be knotting this and wrapping it around because this is a permanent stitch. This is not going to come out like when you are sewing in an install. So I'm double knotting it or double looping it and pulling it through. Okay, I'm just readjusting my pins. And again, poking any hair down and any hair, push it to the front that may be in your way. And I'm just going to sew it together all the way down till I get to the end. It is completely stitched up. And that's what it's looking like. The translucent thread is virtually undetectable. Just turn. Okay. Translucent thread is virtually undetectable. What I'm going to do now is repeat step 1. I only stitched it once, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to seal that thread in with the fray check again, and then if I feel it looks a little flimsy, it's up to you to make that determination. You can definitely do it as a precaution. I'm going to stitch again if I feel it needs it. So I'm just going down with the fray check very lightly, just over where you just stitched. Any little rips or holes that may be there. Because I do see some little holes down here, so I probably will be going back over it once this hardens. I do see a little opening here because I didn't stitch closely enough. Probably started rushing as I got down to the bottom. I'm very impatient. Something I'm working on, but I'm not there yet. Alright, so here we go. So of course we're repeating this step. I'm going to let this dry for 30 minutes. And then I'll be back. Then we can stitch up or what have you and flip over and have a look at it and see what it's looking like. Okay, so I'm back. It is completely dried on the Dritz fray check, and it's been sewed. Of course, you have that line of demarcation. The glue will dry, and as you wash it, any fray or stray little particles should come out. Now, this is her dilemma. The wig has been fixed, of course. There's no more hole in the wig, but now depending on where your hole was, you're going to have to decide what's best for how she's going to wear this wig. It's obvious that she will not be able to wear a middle part. I'm going to give her the option of either I can part it here and I'll cut it for her and give her a bang if she wants one. As you can see, I would just take this out right here and cut a bang, and you will not be able to see the line here. Or she also has the option, which is what I would suggest because she already has a style with the bang, of a side part, and the deep side part will not show it. But being that it's real unfortunate that this is a full lace wig and she doesn't have the versatility anymore once you tear your wig of it becoming, if you're going to repair it yourself, of it being a full lace wig, because she doesn't have that option to part anywhere now that you have a tear. So you just got to determine the best way to camouflage it. And like I said, she will probably have to go with a deep side part or a side part that will camouflage it. So if I comb it over like this, she's good. You can't see it. She can wear a part on the side and you can't see the little line here in the front. So I hope this helped to save your wig or your closure. Of course, it will limit how you can wear it, but at least you won't have to trash the wig totally. You'll have to figure out a way to wear it either with a bang, a side part. It all depends on where the tear is. Now, if the tear is in the back of the wig, you won't see that, so it won't really affect you. But her tear was directly in front, so now she has less versatility, but it's fixed. She can wear it. She doesn't have to trash it. So thanks for watching, guys. Happy holidays. If you have any questions, any comments, please leave them down below. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and have a happy holiday, a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Bye.